Yeah.
This is Chris Childs getting ready to perform on Drunk Sports Talk. 1, 2.
Third quarter happens, and Joel Embiid just starts raining down fucking threes. You know what I'm saying? And
Crazy.
Sixers rain. Yo, this shit was crazy, and it just got
They
away
went
from
for
us.
like 6 for 8 in the
Yo,
third
it was
quarter.
insane. Joel Embiid looking like Steph Curry. Yo, Embiid Curry. He's coming out court. And listen, let me say this because I want to get to the shit he did, man. But I do want to say this about Joel Embiid, man. He's hurt and he's dropping 50. He's an incredible player. Stephen A said something earlier, and I don't always agree with Goofy A. Smith, but he said, excuse me, he said something that if Embiid wasn't hurt so much, we'd be talking about him as the greatest big man to ever play the game, man. And that's I actually think his skill set is on 100. He can handle, he could go take you down low, turnarounds, post ups, he can rebound. He can shoot like no other fucking big man has ever done. I think he'd be better than Shaq. I think he'd be better than almost everybody, even maybe Elijah one, even talking modern day plays Jokic. But enough praise about Joel Embiid. The game got away from us in that half. Brunson broke out of his slump. We're gonna talk about how Brunson broke out of his slump. Like we said before, DiVincenzo, Hart, they all play well, but I need Brunson to be on fire and one other guy to be on fire as well. You know what I'm saying? It can't be just one. This is our problem. This is why we always talk about you need another certified scorer. Devo had a nice drive down the lane. He banged it on. I forget who he banged it on, but he got crazy ups, man. But I know I'm all over the place, but it was a crazy game. It gets away from us. We couldn't seem to come back after that third quarter onslaught. What was your take of the game? I want to get your take of the game. Why you think we lost? How you think we're gonna do next game? And then we're gonna get into the flagrant 2 foul and my theory on why they called it a flagrant 1. But the floor is yours.
Yeah. You know, it was a close game up until up until that it was called not a close game at that point. If the Philly fans want to talk that way, I could talk that talk too, but I ain't using the refs. You see the difference between Knicks fans and every other NBA fan? We don't complain about shit. We have teammates. We have teammates that calm the other one down that say, "Nah, we don't need a replay. You fouled him. No, we don't need a challenge. You fouled him. Nah, just do better the next one." And that's what we did. But let's keep it a buck. We knew this was gonna happen after the first 2 games. We knew it wasn't gonna go our way. We knew there were, like, it's not getting swayed. Yo, I'm not taking nothing away from Embiid. For that man to play as injured as he is, to drop 50,
a 50 burger,
and hit 4 back-to-back 3-pointers, like
that's the thing.
That's
4 back-to-back threes. They have 42. I think they have 42 points in that quarter, bro. That's crazy.
Just that just goes to show, how good they are. Now, we lost the key piece in Mitchell Robinson, and that's a big factor. But
100%.
Let's keep it a buck, man. Like, we're still a good team, and we're just as good and better than the Sixers, and I wholeheartedly believe it. All we did was we wasn't doing anything, and the biggest factor was we didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah,
but
and we've been good with that.
They're fouling Embiid way too much. Fouling Embiid way too much. Because
they're undersized. That's the problem. Hartenstein,
Embiid himself went to the line by halftime more than the entire Knicks team.
Yeah.
Like, it ended up with I think it was 33. They had 33 attempts, and the Knicks had 19 attempts at the free throw line.
Yeah,
like that's insane. If we're gonna foul that man, foul him fucking hard, because you know what? That's what you got to do. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry to say, but you don't just foul him and be like, "Oh shit, I just grabbed his wrist." Nah. If I'm gonna foul him,
Yeah, make
he's
sure
gonna
he
feel
don't.
it.
When I
Yo,
used to
he's gonna
play ball,
feel.
my coach used to say, "No, if you're gonna foul him, make sure you don't hit the layup."
Yeah, exactly. Like don't make it too crazy. Look what they did to DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Lowry, his long ass nails and shit. Nigga looking like motherfucking
Oh,
Jeepers
you
Creepers
mean
and shit.
Hartenstein?
No, that was Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's the one
No,
who
maybe
fouled
Hartenstein had the big
DiVincenzo.
scratch.
No, yeah, but Kyle Lowry is the one who scratched. He cut DiVincenzo in his eye.
Oh
He was bleeding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Right. Yep.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, and then you got Hardenstein. It's like, yo, bro. But hey, to be honest, I'm really not that mad because we came out and we showed heart, and they just played the game only because you know what I mean. Like they went to the foul line. Let's be honest, they didn't really beat us. The only reason that they beat us was because they got fouled. The Knicks played way too. And I don't want to say over aggressive, but overzealous, like Frazier would say. They played overzealous. Like you got to play that hard defense, but you also got to do it in a way where it's not going to put you and keep Embiid off the line. Like that. That's really it. Make him take them threes. He's not going to be hitting that all. He's not going to be hitting that all the season. Like you know what I mean. And keep the tallest guy on him. And another thing is the switch offs. We're not getting to our switch offs. Like off the screens, like when we're switching off, man, like I think that's one of the reasons that our switch ups is way too stagnant right now. I think it's too cold. We're not picking it up. Like I think other people. I think the Philadelphia team is taller, but we're not picking it up, and we can do switch ups because they're not really moving the ball because the ball is being revolved around Embiid. Embiid can't really run. And Maxey's the only one that can really run. Embiid is not going to be running up and down. You see what he's doing. He's taking those 3-pointers. He's taking those twos. Like he'll take he probably had maybe 2 or 3 drives down the hole strong, and then he over here kicking fucking Hartenstein in the nuts. He's grabbing Mitchell Robinson's leg. Yo, that's some dirty ass shit.
Yo,
so
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's zone in. And I want to get to a couple of the key points that you had mentioned, man. Listen, before we get into the Embiid thing, you can't win the game when you don't close the 3-point line out, man. That shouldn't have happened in that end of that third quarter, man. 43 points in that quarter, Embiid just going nuts from 3-pointers. Embiid in isolation with a hobbled Mitch is a problem, and Embiid is part of the reason. That Mitch was hobbled. I know Mitch was coming in a little bit hobbled already. I get that. And Robinson goes out. Precious comes in. As much as I love Precious, he's a dog. Bronx kid, love him. I fuck with him. He has a place in his team. He's too little to fuck with Embiid. He's food for Embiid. And as much as I love Hartenstein, he's got gut, guile, heart. No pun intended. He's a dog. He's too little to fuck with Embiid. Mitchell Robinson is the best guy we could put defensively on Embiid. And you had all these ancillary guys, you know what I'm saying? Payne hitting big fucking shots, man. You gotta shut that 3-point line. Cameron Payne with some big fucking shots, just killing some of our momentum. You know what I'm saying? Every time I felt like we hit a shot, every time we hit a 2, they'd come back with a fucking 3. We did some good things. Bogdan had a nice block. Defense is contagious. We did keep our poise. I don't think we got punked. You know what I mean? I think outside of that third quarter, I think the game was close. And not for nothing, Embiid shouldn't have been even in that game because that was 100% a flagrant 2. And for the refs not to call that and give it a flagrant 1,